Good evening, members. My name is Stephen Maamba, media officer at Team Uganda. With me is the head coach, Coach Joseph Put of the Uganda Queens. He's going to give you his remarks about the game, and then you'll be able to ask a couple of questions.
But first, I'm going to rectify it because my name is Paul Put Joseph, not my first name. For the game, I think we were very lucky the first half because we were not in the game. We were nowhere. I didn't recognize my players. They were playing like children. Too many respect for South Africa. And we were lucky that we conceded only one goal. So we have been doing some talks in the dressing room by mid-time. And I told them that we have to do it another way, that I want to see a real Uganda, like we have been playing against Botswana, Algeria, and I think second half we saw a much better team, with more aggressivity, more mentality, and also we scored by distance shots, but it's also football. But in the beginning, if you come to South Africa and you could sign for a draw, you will be happy. Now it's a little bit hard feeling because 1 minute or 2 minutes to go and you consider again a goal, otherwise we would have 3 points. I don't say it was the right result, but you know in football sometimes it's not always the best team who wins. But I think for the second half I'm very proud of my players. I'm also proud that we have been showing at least football in the second half. So and now the point that we have won in South Africa, you can only celebrate if you get the good result at home against Congo. So let's hope for us that we can perform well against Congo, and then we will see, because it's still a long journey to go.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Now we'll take questions.
Coach Lorenzo from Disney Times. Like you said in the first half, you guys were nowhere. Obviously a dominant performance from South Africa. And you scored in the space of 2 minutes, 2 goals. The second goal, do you think there was an element of luck for your side to obviously put South Africa under severe pressure because you go ahead with speculative effort?
I can give you a lot of explications because I have also players who are not playing because the competition is not started. So you see also the rhythm, the tempo is not there from the beginning. So you cannot do this in 2-3 trainings. It's not possible. So we try also to get players who are playing in the league or they have at least competition. But it's not always easy. So one of those things is also the concentration. Normally you should finish this game with 2-1. But we took, and I said it because of the pressure of South Africa, because they had nothing to win, to lose, so they go for it. But still, it's hard feelings, but I think is on both sides, and I don't want to speak about South Africa, but we have a lack of players in competition, and also in Uganda we have still a lot of work to do, and I think by the time you can reach this. And I think what Hugo Broos has been delivered with South Africa, so it's long-term vision, and he brought a very good team on the pitch. So I think it would be a little bit the same. But it's always difficult if you don't have the players really in competition, and you have to play on this level. It's not easy.
Gentlemen, done with
Coach. Kamokelo from Soccer Laduma. Coach, you've obviously been you've coached a few games with Uganda now, and you've come close to beating some big teams. You've played Ghana, you played Algeria, as you said. How do you rate this progression? How do you rate this progression after this game? And do you think, after seeing a performance like this, you'll be able to qualify for Morocco next year?
Yes, it's we try to work very professional. I try to understand also the players, the way we have to play, and also I see that there is a very good mentality in Uganda, without talking about the 45 minutes. But in global, what I see on the players, what I feel, because I've been going a lot of countries, but in Uganda they have a good mentality, and I think the second half we are much sharper than the opponent. But this is also a talk, a pep talk. It is also your organization, see with the players that you have to progress. And I think with the games we have been playing, we are progressing. But we have still a lot of work to do, we have to be honest. But still, I'm proud about the progress that we've been making. And I don't want to talk about me, but I see and I feel what we have delivered. And I think we are on the right track, I think.
Good evening, Coach. Karabo Pasha here. Is there any certain players from Bafana Bafana that you think probably gave you a problem both in the first or second half that you can plan in around them for the second leg out in Uganda?
I saw a lot of good players, honestly. And we know, I saw also your Africa Cup of Nations. Your performance that you did was excellent. Nobody, I think, was expecting that you would go there. So you have a lot of individual talent players, and they showed it today as well. But I think it's also a lack on sharpness, because not in the competition, but it's the same for us, you understand? But you can see these players, they are talent, they are good players, very good players, but if they are in competition, then they can do maybe more. So, but you have a very nice, a very good team, in my opinion.
We shall take the final two questions, if there are any.
But the flight is tomorrow, huh? So you can go ahead.
Your players need to rest.
Oh, you're coach now. That's good.
Been around, Coach.
That's good.
Yeah, Coach Velile, just to go back to the two goals, you talk about working at halftime, also see some similarities in how you got those goals, the pressing, especially the central midfielders. What did you spot about that midfield that you changed for South Africa?
I think we showed too much respect in the first half. If you see, if I talk with the numbers, you're 11. He was playing on an island. He could receive, he could turn, he could do everything possible. And he was making the game, he was playing. So that was not possible. And we have been also showing videos, what are the key players of South Africa. And if you perform like this, and then you have some players or at least are in competition and play a certain level, or you are playing Conference League in Africa or Champions League, then you're expecting more. And also if you're wearing the captain, then I expect also that you show this. So I think we changed this mentally, and also more compactness and more aggressivity forward. So I think that was the change in the second half.
Okay. The final question.
Coach, Temba Shabalala, Joseph from Sports. I just need to find out from you, out of the homework that you did, in terms of percentages, how much came out the way you planned to play against South Africa?
Honestly, like I said, if we could sign for a draw, we would be very happy. So, and I think we are still happy because in the first half, we have been lacking chances. We are luck on our side. In the second half, we turned the game. So, but at the end, yes, it's 2-1, and then you lose. It's painful, but I think we still are happy with this draw, because South Africa, for me, is the best team in our league.
Thank you, Coach.